All right, I said in class that I was going to maybe go over a little electron configuration. So, as you can see, the periodic table is in the back. I didn't introduce myself. Hello, I'm Mr. Mantis, and
Alicia Cooper.
oh, wow. And we're going to do a couple of these. So, I did hand out a worksheet, so I figured, instead of me actually inventing things, let's just not limit our imagination and look down and just pick one, because that is limiting our imagination. And I'm going to pick, we'll say iron. Okay, iron is one of the ones that perhaps people had a difficult time finding because it's based off of its Latin name. The symbol is based off its Latin name, but it's Fe, and it's right there. So you can see we have the SPDF blocks. You can see our colors are not exactly indistinguishable. Here we got a pink and a red. Is that what that is?
Yeah, our colors were limited.
Very limited on the markers this time, but it is what it is. And we have our energy levels or row numbers here on the side. And what we do here is we're going to do the electron configuration in long form and short form. And we're going to start up here with nothing, and we're going to get all the way over to our iron. Let's go to a deep. Let's try to make this a little bit more bang for a buck here. So I have to go there. I have to go there, which gets me over to here, which gets me over to here, all the way through 18, all the way through to there. Lastly, but of course, not leastly, we'll get to our iron. Number 26. You concur. Now you haven't done this in over a year, so help me, please, do it.
So first you have to go through the first row, which is 1s1, or 1s2,
Whoa.
I'm so sorry, 1s2, and then the second row.
You're sure you're up to this?
Yeah, 1s2, and then there's nothing attached on the P block, so you just jump down to 2s2, and then you go across to the P block, so
Are you nervous or something? It seems like you're a little nervous on this. This is kind of fun.
I'm good. And
so we're over here now. Just so we're at neon.
Yeah.
Or right past. We're right here. That's where. Okay.
Yeah.
So now we got to continue on.
So you got to jump down. You do 3s2.
Oh, because we're going through. Yeah, 3s2. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And then you do.
I'm right here.
3p6.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You're right. Okay.
And then 4s2. And then, since it's a D block, you gotta jump down one.
That's good that you remembered that. It's been about a year, so that's impressive.
So 3D, and then you count across how many?
1,
so
2, 3, 4,
5. So it's 6. So 3D6.
3D6. And that's the long form. The only trick here, hopefully, was the little D part at the end. All the Ds, if you remember, one of our two rules were one energy level underneath or one shell underneath. And that's the address for all the electrons of our iron. Now, the short form. Do you remember how to do the short form?
Yeah.
So what are we looking for? I don't know what we're looking for.
Okay, so you go to the full, what is it called? Full
noble gases.
Sorry. So you go to the closest noble gas.
Isn't the closest? That's it? KR. It's KR.
You got to go back one.
Oh, it's the last gas that you passed. The last noble gas. Okay, so you're talking about argon.
So argon is the last noble gas in this case. So you'd write argon in brackets to signify that it's the last noble gas. And then from there, you would just do 4s2, 3d6.
That's a 2. Not bad. The shortcut really shortened us up.
Yeah.
When you get down the shortcut, down in the lower periodic table, the shortcut becomes massive help. Near the top, it's usually not as helpful, but this was moderately successful. Look at that erasing.
Oh.
I know. It's nice. Look at this. Look at that. This is like modern technology of 2008. All right, fine. We did that one. Maybe we should pick one a little bit lower on. Maybe something that's near and dear to our hearts. Let's think of something on the bottom here. Something that maybe I have in the room. Where's my radioactive stuff? Um, oh, do I have thorium? I do have thorium. I do have thorium in the room right now. So let's pick thorium. That is a lot of red. Okay, thorium. Okay, thorium. Okay, thorium.
All right.
Okay. Oh, all right.
So to do it the long, do
Do you want to do? Can you do? How's the handwriting?
Oh God. Okay.
You want to try this? A first go.
How do you Okay, right here.
See if it works. Do the TH dash. Now, when you write this large, you have to start thinking, am I going to fit the whole thing on the screen?
I will not, so I'll do a handy eraser. Yeah, okay.
Oh.
Better.
Okay.
Okay.
A little soft touch there. Okay.
Okay, so now we're going to start out from the beginning. So, we got to do our little dashes of where we're going to go.
Okay.
So, we're going to start out with...
Oh, yeah, do it that way. That's a good way to do it. Chunk it out.
1S2.
Got through the S. Done. 1S.
So now there's nothing across, so you just jump down.
That's English, not Hebrew, right? Hebrew would be going the opposite direction. It wouldn't make any sense at all.
Yeah, so English, you go left to right. So then you, now that you jump down, you would do 2S2.
Because there's 2 in the 2S.
Yeah, and you're
Mr.
on the
Rapp,
second
you want to watch
row,
this? Make sure we're doing this right.
So then you jump to the right, and you get to the P black, which there's 6.
That arrow got heavier. That's good. A little bit
Yeah.
more. Visually.
So then you're on the second row, the P block, so you do 2P. Sorry, my handwriting is not working out. 2P6. Jump down. 3S2.
I see how you're doing this.
Then
so
you
far,
jump
I'm not
across.
lost.
3P6.
And then we're done? Is that it?
No, you have to
Oh,
keep going.
yeah. I should not have picked one like this.
Yeah, this is going to be a while. So,
I don't know if you're going to fit this in.
4S.
Why are the S's exponents?
4S2. This is really difficult.
Yes,
4S2. And then because it's the D block, you have to go down a number. So, in order to get to the D block, you do 3D10. And now, oh my goodness, that's a time.
I think this is going to make town hall.
It better not. Now you got to go back to the P block. So you got to go back up to 4.
All right, okay, I'll stop.
4P6. Now you go down to the 5. 5S2. Jump down one for the D block. You get 4D10. Jump across. Jump up a number since it's the P block. Sorry, what number is this? 5P6. Jump down again. Oh, sorry, that's what I meant. 6S2. So now that you've arrived at the D block, so since this is where the cutoff is.
Call that the teleport line? Is that that's a little pet nickname we gave it?
Down to the F block. So you'd only be able to do 5D.
Wait, 5D1.
D1.
But we also know that we're going to go through the F and then come back. So why not just call it 5D10?
Okay, 5D10.
But that's under the understanding that when you cross that line, you went through all of those.
All of these. And then you're going to have to come back to here because it's on the second line of the F block.
Right, but right now, don't forget about the 4F.
Yeah, so now you go down to the F block, and since it's the whole row, you jump down 2 for F. So 4F, 14, and then you do the P block, 5, what is it? 6, 6P6.
You roll.
Jump down one more. Okay, I'll write it out.
Okay. Oh, I forgot about that. Oh, okay. And then
And
the
then
Fs.
you
Don't forget
jump
the Fs.
down.
The Fs. Don't forget about the Fs. You did the Fs. We gotta go through the Fs.
Oh, my bad.
Oh yeah, of course.
We went all the way down here.
You absolutely did.
We went
got a
covered
little-
that. So now we're at the 7s. So now we have 7S2. And now that we're here, we only have 1 because what is it called?
Thorium.
Thorium is on this row. So you don't have to go through all the D block, just the first one. So then you do 6D1, and since the thorium is the first one in the F block, all you'd have to do is 5F1.
Perfect.
Now you have a beautiful work, and that is the
That
answer.
is got some attractiveness to it.
Hopefully you can read it.
And you can see her first two entire rows are the noble gas radon. So if she was doing the noble gas shortcut, I'm actually going to slide in here, and let's do the noble gas shortcut. Let's switch up to a different color so that we don't get confused. I don't want to get confused. I'm getting confused even just trying it. So if you're doing the shortcut, it would be RN, and then it would be what she has here in the last line, 7S2, 6D1, 5F1. So you can see where the shortcut really comes into play, and it becomes much more useful. Now, let's do one very quickly. I'll do this one. We're going to do the shortcut. We're not going to start all the way at the origin. We don't have time for that. We're actually on a time crunch here because we're already into it for 11 minutes. Believe it or not, time flies. And let's pick one that is kind of near the bottom, and we're going to do the shortcut. I guess I can stick with the green. Let's do tungsten, as in the filament of the old incandescent light bulb. So if I'm doing tungsten with the
You gotta draw back the teleport.
line, let's get that back in there. Let's just do it in green. Accidentally erased it. Okay, if I'm doing tungsten, I'm doing it the shortcut way. I'm going to go back to the last noble gas that I passed, which is 54, Xe, xenon. And that got me all the way there, which is another way of saying right here. So it's kind of right there. So now I just have to do my 6S2. And then this is kind of, the reason why I want to pick tungsten is this has a couple of the questions I always get. Do I go through the 5D1 and then go through the F and then come back up? And I say, why not? Let's do it that way. 5D1, which got me, let's just make sure we're on board here. It got me there. The 4F14 gets me all the way through there. I can't laugh at you now. Look at my line. It's terrible too.
See, it's impossible to write on.
Yeah, it really is actually. And then finishing up to get us to tungsten would be a 5D1, 2, 3. So let's do the 5D3. And I say this is fine to do these problems like this when you're first doing it, but make sure you modify it and get to a final answer of combine. Okay, so combine the two. Don't report the D block twice. So let's see, a lot of eraser. This is going to be tricksy. No. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to combine this and turn it into a 4. So it's actually 5D1, 2, 3, 4. And these answers could be switched. A lot of people would actually feel a little bit more comfortable if the 5D4 was at the end. I actually do not care. 6S2, 4F14, 5D4. So it can look like that. In either event, I'm satisfied with that answer. You're satisfied, I'm satisfied. Hopefully this helps. If it didn't, I don't know what to tell you. Why don't you come see me during lunch or a pal or after school or something along those lines. Later.